So open houses are back. After nearly a year of sheltering in place and a bunch of rules on viewing properties, you can now just go on a Saturday or a Sunday and see the property during an open house. So if you're going to these open houses, what should you be focusing on? And this is a pretty easy one. Quite simply, you should be focusing on feel. Does the house, does the townhouse, does the condo, does the property you're visiting feel like a place you'd want to live currently? Or does it look and feel like a place that you'd want to live after making some improvements or maybe doing some updates and remodeling? That's really the only thing you need to be focusing on an open house. We like to view identifying and researching a property as a vetting process with multiple rounds of vetting. Well, the first round of vetting you can knock out at that open house. And that again is just, how does the property feel? Only then, if it feels like a place you might want to live, we can enter the picture with you and hold your hand through all the additional rounds of vetting. This is the more of the left brain stuff. So things like reviewing disclosures, for instance, diving into the inspections, the roof inspection, the home inspection, the pest and wood destroying organisms inspection, diving into preliminary title report. Crunching the numbers on the investment potential of the property. What I mean by that is, hey, what should the property sell for in its current condition? All right, if you do make some remodels to the property, what would these specific remodels add? What's the ARV, the after repair, after remodel value of the property? Is there a delta there where $1 in might mean $2 out? And then we'll talk about those remodels specifically. What do you want to do? Well, is that viable? Does it make sense? Is this something where spending $20,000 will get you $60,000 of additional value? Or is it something where you have to spend $200,000 to get $60,000 of additional value due to structural or engineering or other constraints? So conversations like those, conversations like, hey, if I get transferred, if I take a job somewhere else and I have to rent this property, what would the property rent for? Well, what would the property rent for if I were to add an ADU? What would be the cost of adding an ADU? What would be the cost of converting space currently in the property, for instance, a detached garage or detached workshop? What would be the cost of doing that, vice the added benefit both in the property value and the rental value of the property? These are all very analytical, very methodical conversations, but none of them make sense to have unless you get that feel when you're at the property that, hey, this is a place I'd actually want to call home. So that's it. That's what you should be looking for. Nothing else at an open house. We can help you with everything else, but we can't help you with whether the property feels right to you or not. Hopefully you found some value here. We're going to be filming a lot more of these. And if you want to hear more like this, please like and subscribe. Thanks so much.